This was the Central Station restaurant. It had this really cool copper hood that was iconic to this space. Everything about this hood matched it. So like that hood matches this awning. And they changed the name from Central Station. It was Central Station for like 30 some years. They changed the name to Station 220, and yet they didn't change anything. It was like they just changed the menu. And it was a failed brand change. So everyone still called it Central Station. We had just opened up Anjou. We didn't think we'd be able to afford to remodel Epiphany and rebrand it for over a year. And Anjou was such a home run since day one that in 6 months we could afford to close down and remodel Epiphany Farms. So me and Stu were in the dining room. We had just closed down the restaurant. We didn't take any reservations. We're getting ready. We had 2 weeks. And we're basically looking at each other and we're like, there is absolutely no way to rebrand this restaurant without dropping that hood. And so we climbed on that hood and we took it down piece by piece and we closed the restaurant for 2 weeks and we just went to town on remodeling this restaurant. That copper has been cared for, just like everything else that we took down. The lights that we took down, these globe lights, were then repurposed and we turned them into the lights that are at Anjou. The copper hood was repurposed. Every menu we put a copper insert that said Epiphany Farms instead of Station 220, and so every guest has a piece of the history of the original restaurant that was here. We then took that copper, we saved it for years. We commissioned an artist to build a sculpture that hangs over sushi, which is the giant squid. And then now at the Bakery and Pickle, there is a giant sculpture, which is a jamon, a Spanish prosciutto, and that is also made out of the same copper. We still have copper from the original day that we opened, and all the people that attended the opening day signed a piece of copper, and that's in the basement here. I think it's really important to not scrap the past and things that have value, repurpose and hold up and say like, hey, we respect the past. And that's one reason why we really enjoy the challenge of caring for such an old building, because we really enjoy the fact like this is where firemen slept. Anjou is where the hay was stored for the horses that pulled the fire wagons. The dining room is the former fire station. The restaurant has been a flagship restaurant for the company for a long time now. Restaurants have to evolve. Restaurants always have to be changing. So this year, we're working on revamping Epiphany Farms. Epiphany Farms is going to be open on Sunday nights. It's going to be open for breakfast and brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, and the restaurant is going to continue to evolve. And again, for now the third time since we rebranded Epiphany Farms, we are decreasing the price point to be more accessible to our community. It's a very big restaurant. We have an awesome patio. We care for this patio. This is us. This is our farm. We have already planted things that will be transplanted here. Instead of us having to harvest things 3 times a week and bring it to the restaurant, we're going to bring it here and we're going to plant it at the front of their house. We're going to build more raised beds. It's called Epiphany Farms. It needs to look like Epiphany Farms. I love this picture because it just shows the collaboration of chef and farmer. And that really in its essence is what we're all about. We got to continue to allow Epiphany Farms' farm to inspire the menu at the restaurants.